Alright, so with the new zombies update, I just wanted to jump in real quick and make a short video going over some of the new updates and what the upgrades are with all of that encompassed in it. Okay, so jumping in real quick, we've got weapon classes. First thing I went into, and I immediately noticed that now we've got upgrades for launchers and specials, which is going to drive people crazy that spent all that time with the Thumper before they lowered the challenges and then went through and did even more to make it easier now. But they added a tier 4 and 5 to all the other ones. As a general rule, once you're past launchers and specials, which mainly do damage to elite enemies, they all just do an increase of 25% damage and then 25% critical damage, which is massive. I mean, it's 50% jump to headshots. All the high damage modifiers and people who are trying to figure out how to get the most damage are going to have to redo everything they did now. The biggest one for me that I see right out the gate for people who are trying to do quick low round runs to farm these crystals is going to be melee, because now not only does it do more damage, you're going to be able to slice at those elite enemies. It also is going to heal you. So depending on how quickly you can hit stuff, you might practically make yourself invincible with Juggernaut and Quick Revive. I'm going to have to play with it and see how good it actually is once I get some actual good refined Ethereum ore. But I don't know exactly how beneficial that's going to be quite yet, obviously. Field upgrades. We've got a new field upgrade. We got Frenzied Guard. This one's been leaked a bunch of times, but the leaks that I've read have a totally different effect than what's actually showing up in here. I thought it was supposed to make you invincible, and then also supposed to make like a Walking Dead gobble gum effect. But level 1 activation repairs your armor to full. 2, enemies you kill repair 10% of your armor, which is massive. You just got to kill 10 enemies. Normal enemies explode after hitting you. Increased duration for 15 seconds, and normal enemies are slowed to the walk speed while active. So I guess that is the Walking Dead effect. But my understanding was that they would also all target you, which apparently seems to be disproven. Frost, you get increased maximum charges to 3, which hopefully they fixed the duplication glitch with that, where you could just pump it out a billion times, because you're going to have people that are abusing the hell out of that now that you can go even higher. And then normal enemies are frozen for 5 seconds and insta-killed when damaged. That's huge. These are super strong. Energy mines, enemies damaged by the blast have their armor destroyed. That's great. And mine detonates 3 times in rapid succession, stunning special enemies. Hopefully, again, they fixed that glitch. It used to be where you could put down a mine, and if you had the double blast, which is, level 3, it would pop once, it would pop twice, and it would charge your mine again. So you had people where you'd join into public lobbies who'd have 70 mines on the ground running around causing problems. It just breaks the whole game. Aether Shroud. Increases movement while shrouded. That is a given. That should absolutely be a thing. I don't know the percentage, but that makes sense. And increased maximum charges to 2. I don't know if that breaks it. These are very strong. If you had 2 charges, you could revive your whole team, and then still escape safely with it if it came down to it. But I guess that's what Healing Aura is for. Allies revived keep all perks on their DK meter. Huge. Beams persist at their initial locations and continue heal players for 10 seconds. Whoever set up this light here to shine through over the definition, that's a poor choice, man. At least darken these out or lighten them where we can see them better, because they kind of blend in. Ring of Fire Tier 3. I don't know very many people who use Healing Aura. I think that this is going to get pushed to the wayside by things like Infinite Armor Guy and maybe Ring of Fire. Burning Effect is a small chance to insta-kill. I wonder how small that is. If it's 1%, whatever. If it's 5%, that can be pretty huge. And then Ring Duration, Burn Effect Damage, insta-kill chance, all increase the longer the player is inside. That's cool. So it's like a ramp up. I could definitely see the benefit of that, especially if you were doing like high round plays where you're stacking up on top of the building to try to get to around 100 pretty quick. Tombstone. Let's see. Respawn near the end of the round instead of being beginning of next. Respawn times are reduced by 50%. I mean, yeah, I guess it gives you time to get all your stuff without having to panic. And then prevent perk decay when down. Tombstone Soda is always lost when down. That's great. That is awesome. Juggernaut. Armor durability increased by 25%. That's huge. Instead of getting down on lethal hit, armor is depleted and health is reduced to 1. So you get an extra hit. Gross. Repair barricades faster? Who cares? Mystery box settles much faster. That's cool for if you're running a train. Fire and reload while sprinting at full speed. I don't use LMGs in zombies. I know I'm probably not alone in that fact. I feel like they make me run too low. That might change how I do that in general. I might catch myself running LMGs if I can actually run and reload. Quick revive tier 4 is reviving an ally will increase both players' movement speed for a limited time. Again, I don't know if it increases by a lot, by like 5%. I wish that they would tell you straight up what percentage it was. Killing an enemy while down will revive you and remove the quick revive perk. So Borderlands? Really? Okay. That's self-revive, but permanently? That's seems easy. Use equipment while sprinting. I didn't even realize you couldn't do that, honestly. Remove sprint speed fall off. Okay. Elemental pop tier 3. This was always super powerful, though. I don't know how much these are going to affect anything, just based off of... I didn't know this was a thing, and then remove sprint speed fall off. I don't know how hard the fall off is. Once I get it leveled up, I'll try it, obviously, and see if it's like a noticeable difference, but I'm not overly worried about this one at first. I'd probably either go quick revive or juggernog right now. Elemental pop tier 3. Increase energy elemental weakness damage by 50%. Depends on what element you're running. A lot of my buddies run brain rot, so I don't know if that would matter at all. Reloading creates an electric damage discharge that damages and stuns nearby normal enemies. The more empty the magazine, the stronger the damage. Okay. That's pretty cool. That was... Oh, what was it called? It was like a cherry one. I'm sure I'll get torn apart for not knowing what it was. But that was another perk at one point. Deadshot Daiquiri tier 3. Increase critical bonus damage to 10%. Again, that's going to stack with the 25% weapon critical damage boosts on the new perks. That's going to be gross. Each consecutive hit on the same enemy deals 2% more damage to a maximum of 20%. Okay, so this is now super important. I wonder if the gameplay is going to be made more difficult, because I feel like you don't need these upgraded to go super high rounds. I've went around 100 twice now, and I don't feel like you would need to be able to hit an extra 45 to 70% based off other things. Like, it seems like a lot. I'm excited to get there, but we'll have to see. And then there's a new ammo mod, Shatter Blast. Bullets deal explosive damage. Each bullet, has a chance to explode, dealing additional explosive damage and destroying any impacted armor. The cooldown's fairly long, right? 1 second, yeah, 15, 3, 25. Brain rot's long, though. Okay, so explosions also deals damage to nearby enemies. I thought that's what an explosion was. I'm surprised they don't initially do that. All normal enemy armor damaged by explosion is destroyed. Normal enemies damaged by explosion are knocked down. I wish it said explosions. It just feels weird reading it that way. Explosion size is doubled. That's huge, especially if you have it where it deals with damage to nearby enemies. On explosion, 3 additional staggered explosions occur in close proximity with a 30-second cooldown. So those are the upgrades that came with this update as far as the perks and the field upgrades and stuff like that. I feel like they're super overpowered, if I'm being honest. I don't know how much of this is actually necessary. I think this zombies game is the easiest one we've had in a really long time. And it makes me wonder if this is going to unbalance the game incredibly. One last thing I didn't see after I ended it, I'm just jumping back in. This bundle locker here is cool for people that spend money on this game. I looked it up. Basically, any bundle you ever had will pop up in here, so you can keep track of the ones you do have. I've got a friend that buys a ton of them. I can't be bothered, but I get where he's coming from with it. It's hard to follow your inventory. I know when I go to like Gunsmith or whatever, you can pull them up and look at it, but each individual one you're going to have, where am I going here? A million different items to check. Of course, I picked the Groza, which has none. Which one probably has a ton? XM4? Yeah, 11. So it'd be cool to be able to shoot through these pretty quickly if you had them and knew what you were trying to build. And I like the idea that you can keep track of how much money you spent on the game, because I work in a bank and it's fun to budget. So that was all. I just wanted to look at it real quick and point that out because I didn't initially see it in my first take of this video. So anyways, in conclusion, thank you so much for watching. These videos are one of my favorite things to do lately. I'm really enjoying them, making them. If you like watching it, go ahead and hit me with a follow on Facebook. I'm streaming there constantly. I know it's kind of a strange place to take off, but I really like the analytics, and I'm having a lot of fun. Or subscribe to me over on YouTube. I'll have both linked in the description down below. Thank you again. See you guys later. Bye.